Hello, and welcome to MasterCast. Here we are.
Here we are again.
It feels so long since the last one. It's the same amount of time for you, maybe. It might be a little. I don't think I'll get it out for the morning.
Little bit.
But it's been like a week and a half for us.
Oh, it has, yeah.
It feels so long ago.
Yeah.
And it feels like loads of stuff has happened in the week that we haven't talked about, but it's not. It's just stuff that happened last week.
Towards the end of it.
Yeah, that we didn't get to talk about, and then not really much has happened this week, really.
Yeah, I can't recall anything that's happened in the past, 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, so this one might be shorter than usual. This may be the first one under an hour, although we did say that some other time, and that didn't happen. So, we'll probably find a way to stretch it out. You know us.
We can stall.
Oh yeah.
We are very good at procrastinating.
You want time wasted? MasterCast is where you want to be.
Yeah.
What a way to sell it.
Yeah.
Right.
Item number uno.
Item number.
Off the top of my head, this happened first.
Mm.
It would be the Frozen 2 trailer.
Oh yeah,
that pretty much dropped the day after we recorded.
Yeah.
What do you think? Have you watched it?
Yeah, but it was so long ago I barely remember it.
It's
yes.
It's seemingly more angsty.
Yeah.
Than Frozen 1. For a start off, there's Elsa.
Yeah.
On a craggy coastline.
Yeah.
She looks like she's gonna die if she fucks up what she's trying. She's trying to walk on the water.
Jesus.
She's trying to be Jesus.
Jesus imagery.
Yeah, but those of you who've watched Frozen 1 realise that their castle is next to a nice, calm bay.
I've seen Frozen too many times. I've seen it like 3 times. That's way too many.
Her ice outfit is now basically a leotard.
Yeah, but I think I prefer her costume in this one.
Yeah, it is still.
Yeah, it's very recognisable.
It's very well designed.
The animation looks fine.
It looks as good as the last one.
Yeah,
which was pretty damn good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Kristoff, he's got a sword now.
Has he?
Yeah, he does.
Don't remember that.
He does have a sword.
Is that the one that Anna pulls out?
Yeah, it's the one, at the end of it, it's the one that Anna pulls out and just throws at the camera.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Why is it Frozen II?
Is it Frozen II?
Yeah, instead of Frozen 2, it's Frozen II. It's Roman numerals because they're so pretentious about it. I think in the international trailer, its full title is Frozen 2: The Secret of Arendelle. I don't know.
It's right.
I don't know how much, but
this is obviously blatantly a cash grab.
Yeah, it's
such a cash
grab.
When
was the first Frozen? 2013?
I don't know.
I think it was 2013.
I don't know, but that was kind of like a twist on the Ice Queen story.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
This one is just like...
Well, Elsa was originally going to be evil, wasn't she? And then her song, they liked it so much that they changed her character to fit Let It Go. Which, I mean, you can't really blame them.
I mean, it bloody worked.
Yeah.
It really, really worked.
That song is... iconic feels like the wrong word, but it is... I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't think this is warranted at all. This has just got $ written all over it.
If it's good, it looks like less of a blatant cash grab than like Toy Story 4, which looks like a load of shite.
Oh,
they've only made it to make money, and it
so
just
awful.
Looks bad.
So awful.
But that's neither here nor there. Also, I think this was last Wednesday this happened, so just after we recorded, Jared Leto's Joker, his solo film and the Joker and Harley film, I don't know how many, However, the ones with Jared Leto got cancelled by Warner Brothers.
Am I meant to care?
Oh no!
What a crisis!
I mean, you can't have Joker films. We gotta get all them films about the trench that everyone wants, that everyone asks for. There was Aquaman spin-off films about the trench.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I remember I walked out of that film and I turned to my friends and I told them...
Gee, I can't wait for a film about the trench.
No.
Weren't they just so good?
No.
I love that. That was
No.
what made Aquaman so great.
No. What I turned to them and said was, if they don't make a solo film about the trench, I'm going to flip my shit. That's what I said.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that definitely what you said?
That's definitely what I said.
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't creasing with laughter and nearly on the floor at the time I walked out of
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of Aquaman, that film, just the money it makes just doesn't stop. It's now officially one of the 20 highest grossing movies of all time.
No. You are kidding.
No, I'm not. I really wish I was, but no.
It's getting to the point
It's ridiculous.
where it's getting to the point where it's as commercially successful as heavyweights like Avatar. And
Whoa!
Titanic.
Well, no, Avatar made 2 billion. It's not it's only the top 20, but it's still like only the top 20. Like
It's only the top 20 out of how many films that have been made ever? Getting in that top 20. Credit where credit is due, DC. But...
wow!
How did...
Aquaman? Really?
Do you want to know what? I'm going to put this on the backs of Willem Dafoe and Jason Momoa. That's it.
William
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, but is he Dafoe or is he...
No, he's the good guy.
Is he the friend or is he Dafoe?
No, he's the friend.
Okay.
He's definitely the friend.
So, yeah, Jared Leto's Joker films got cancelled because no one asked for them. Didn't expect any of these to happen. I absolutely do not expect the Trench film to happen. But then again, I was adamant that the Venom film was never happening. And it did, and it made 100 million, so what do I know?
Just seriously, what is the world doing?
The fact
What
that
is it doing?
Aquaman is now one of the 20 highest grossing movies of all time.
Do you want to know what's going to happen by the next one?
What?
It's going to overtake Avatar.
It's not going to overtake Avatar.
Do you know what? Every other prediction we've made has turned out...
Are you predicting that Aquaman is going to continue to make money to the point where it becomes the highest grossing film ever made? Is that what you're saying?
No.
You're saying Aquaman
No.
will make so much money it will
Sure.
outpass Avatar and Titanic to the point where it will be the highest grossing movie ever? Because Avatar's number 1.
What I'm doing is reverse psychology. Because every other prediction we've made is that it won't make it. It won't get that high.
We predicted that it would make $1 billion.
Yeah.
And it did.
But we didn't think...
We didn't predict that it'd become the highest grossing DC film ever, and we didn't predict that it'd become one of the top 20. I didn't think anywhere near.
So, basically, my prediction, well, what we think is not going to happen. So if I say...
That's not proven! If this overtakes Avatar now, I'm directly blaming you, Paul.
What if it overtakes Titanic? Because I really hate Titanic.
I also really don't care about Avatar. I don't care about James Cameron making 27 Avatar sequels that no one wanted.
What is it?
Avatar was 10 years ago, mate. Have a day off. Make something else.
Do you think every day after that he's just been like, oh God, gotta make a new Avatar. How do I make a new Avatar?
Bloody idiot. I mean, Alita Battle Angel is not good. I think it's not doing well at the box office, particularly. And that he's been trying to make for 10 years. So.
I kind of called that. I did say it wasn't going to do too well.
The segues are really good today, because speaking of things that we called, Disney Plus, Disney's streaming service. There have been nothing is confirmed.
Nothing is
I
confirmed.
think, but
This is
this
speculation.
week it was rumoured that for Disney Plus they were working on series for Lando, Kira from Solo, and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan!
We'll get to Obi-Wan in a minute.
Okay.
Because that was a couple of days later, at least that I saw it. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, so we have talked about Solo multiple times in the past.
We have indeed.
We always have a lot to say about Solo.
It's just bottom line is released at wrong time.
It just don't get me started. But I said because Alden Ehrenreich signed on for a trilogy, and Solo was setting up for a trilogy of films, or at least more films. And I said, well, obviously you're not going to make money doing that. So put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Make those two films and make them Disney Plus exclusives, and
they've pretty much got it.
They've basically, well, as I say, as far as I'm aware, nothing is confirmed.
Yes.
But I can do without a Han Solo series with Alden Ehrenreich.
Yes, I can. Well.
But because with him, you can leave him at the end of Solo, and he's going off. And you know he's going for Jabba, and you don't really need much more than that. The rest of it, you can fill in the blanks. But Akira series, finding out where she went after that, I mean, it just makes sense. And in some ways, it's a better plan than just doing more Solo movies. Like, I don't want Han Solo to have met Darth Maul. That's just...
Because then it'll,
silly.
Then it'll poke holes in the I don't believe in the Force thing. You literally met a Sith Lord.
Exactly.
What are you playing at?
And a Lando series, sure. Donald Glover was pretty good. He was pretty good in Solo. And seeing more of him, whether it be with L3 or after Solo or a bit of both, and if you have Alden Ehrenreich pop up for a few episodes and stuff, and have some of his adventures with Han Solo. I think just kind of a fun, not really like world-ending series with Lando. Just scrapes they get into across the galaxy with Han popping up a couple of times. That would be really fun. And if they don't call it the Calrissian Chronicles, I will be very, very angry.
Yes. That is really just a missed opportunity if they do that.
It's the perfect title.
It is the perfect name. It is the perfect... If they don't do it, then... It's like if they did an Obi-Wan Kenobi Solo movie. Call it Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan liners.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh. Speaking of Obi-Wan Kenobi, as I mentioned, there's also rumours of him getting a Solo series on Disney Plus. Okay. About what?
Yeah, that's a good point.
A series of him milling about on Tatooine. Wow. What entertainment.
I'd prefer a film.
Yeah.
Of him on Tatooine maybe tangling with, like, the Hutt cartel.
Yeah.
That would be good. Like, to protect Luke or whatever.
Yeah, getting into escape. Like, a series... I mean, listen, I love Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi as much as the next man.
Which is, by the way, every man loves
but
Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. There is not enough content to make a series about him, unless you get him, like, killing a bloody crate dragon or something. Every other one. Just like, oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi's chilling on Tatooine. Then he just kills a giant lizard monster.
But part of the reason that the first Star Wars, at least, A New Hope, works so well is the mystery of the galaxy and what's happened. You don't know where the Empire's come from. You don't really know about the Jedi or the Sith and the Clone Wars. You don't know about... So, doing stuff like the Solo things, and where, like, if we got more Solo stuff, it just takes away from the mystery of it. And it's like, well, that's... I don't want that.
Yeah, because, like, let's put it like this.
And of course the argument is, well, don't watch it, but that's
not how quite good enough.
That's not how us people work. We don't...
No, but, like, I think with this is, like, you can do a Lando series because he ended up being just a scammer to the what is he? Is he a governor of Cloud City or he owns Cloud City?
Administrator.
Administrator, and then to general. How? That's something you'd want to see. But with Han Solo, his exploits between Solo and
New Hope.
It's just smuggling.
Doesn't matter.
It's smuggling. Maybe a few capers and brawls or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we know that he has done some stuff with Lando, so if he just pops up a couple of times in the Calrissian Chronicles, that's what we're calling it.
Yeah, and like literally the most, if you could consider it, well-known thing about Han is Kessel Run.
Yeah,
that's what the film was about.
Which we've seen now.
The Kessel Run. That's pretty much all that you'd expect people to know about.
For 40 years, people wanted to know. Yeah, but what was the Kessel Run? Because parsecs aren't a unit of speed; they're a unit of distance. So what was the Kessel Run? Well, obviously, the Kessel Run was flying through some clouds, dodging rocks, then flying away from a big monster, then tricking the monster into a wormhole, and then flying away from the monster. Everyone knows that's what the Kessel Run was, right?
To be honest with you,
right?
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I will say the way they handled the entire Kessel Run 12 parsecs thing, with them making a new route, going to the mall. I mean, that's how theories did speculate. It's like, we used the Moor and then the black hole kind of warped the space in speed, which was like, okay, that's understandable because between where he went and the Kessel Run, it goes past the Moor.
I had always assumed it was like a racetrack and he'd taken shortcuts.
What I imagined it, to be honest with you, as I got more into it, was that I got like the feeling it was more of something that appeared in the Clone Wars, which was a giant nebula, like these giant dust clouds that you can't hyperdrive through. You have to go around. So I thought, come on, he must have like found a quick way through it, or like blasted through it with some special hyperdrive stuff. Turns out he just made a shortcut through some deadly stuff. That'll be good enough, I think.
Because it's not even like I think Solo was fine, and I think I would be interested in seeing more of the characters introduced, more of Crimson Dawn and Kira and her story and Donald Glover's Lando and stuff. But so I think those series work as ideas. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series,
not so much.
No, just no.
Maybe if you somehow do some magical digital de-aging bullshit with him, maybe get Hayden Christensen, like do some crazy mad bullshit, their adventures as master and apprentice.
Maybe, but it's a TV series. To do that is very, very expensive, I don't think.
Incredibly so.
It's just talking about de-aging. Do we have anything more to say about those then?
No, because Kenobi, make it a film.
Yeah.
Lando,
even so,
Calrissian Chronicles, Kira, she's the head of a giant crime syndicate. What is she gonna do?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
But you've just mentioned de-aging. It's something I've completely forgot to put on our list of things to talk about. Captain Marvel. Early reviews are in.
Are they now?
Yes.
Are they good?
Yes. Generally, very positive. Ben Mendelsohn is the MVP, a lot of people are saying. It's Krennic. Krennic from Rogue One, yeah. He's playing the bad guy because Ben Mendelsohn always plays the bad guy, obviously.
Do you want to know something I didn't know?
What?
Ben Mendelsohn, he played King George VI in Darkest Hour.
Huh?
So
he was in Robin Hood.
The newer one.
Yeah, the Taron Egerton one.
Yeah, but his portrayal of King George, It did set him out to be a little bit of an adversary to Winston Churchill. But my God, did he play well.
I mean, he's always the bad guy. It's his MO. He's the bad guy and Ready Player One.
But just a damn good job.
Yeah, he's very good at it, and he's obviously very having fun. Goose, the cat, steals every scene.
He's in because he's a cat.
He's in. I'm pretty sure. They had a TV spot where it was Sam Jackson and Brie Larson, and so Sam Jackson was talking about these, like descriptive words and stuff. Adjectives, is it? I don't know. I don't do English.
Yes, adjectives.
Adjectives to describe Brie, and then Brie uses adjectives, and then Sam Jackson's like, "Oh, thanks, Brie." She was like, "Oh no, I was talking about Goose." And then it's like this, making this Goose, and then they show some footage of Goose the cat, and that cat CGI looks a little bit dodgy.
Dodgy.
Some of the, I think the CGI in this film, from what we've seen, looks a bit dodgy, and I think because the majority of the budget went to Sam Jackson, who, in contrast to the CGI, the effects looking a bit ropey, the de-aging work on him is flawless.
Oh God!
Whenever I watch those trailers, I always forget. I have to be like, "Oh yeah, Sam Jackson's 70.
He's old as fuck now." But I think they have done de-aging so
They've
well.
absolutely nailed it.
They have smashed it.
Absolutely nailed it. Yeah.
What was it, Kurt Russell?
In Guardians 2. Well, the first one was well, no, technically the first one was Peggy Carter in The Winter Soldier, who they made older.
Yes.
Then the first de-aging was Michael Douglas in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And then they did it for basically every film. So they did it for Civil War. They did. I don't think they did it in Doctor Strange. They did.
Doctor Strange? No, they didn't.
No, they did it for Kurt Russell in Guardians 2. They then did it.
Basically, they've digital de-aging now. I think is gone.
Yeah, they did
it's gone past the uncanny
Michael
valley.
Douglas again. Yeah, it's not Uncanny Valley anymore. And even Michael Douglas in Ant-Man, which was 3 or 4 years ago now, even that is really good. I mean, they've perfected it to the point where they can just implement it for basically an entire film, and it's like, okay.
Because, what was it? What was a good example of the uncanny valley? Was it Tarkin in Rogue One?
Yeah.
That was a glaring example of just, okay,
but that's not actually him, though, is it?
It's not actually him, but that is kind
he
of...
He looked like a video game character.
But...
Like a good video, not like a PS2 video, like a...
Steppenwolf.
Modern...
Not like that.
Oh, gee.
Gee.
My favourite.
Basically, visual effects to do with people's faces have become so good.
Yeah.
You have to remind yourself, oh yeah, Sam Jackson, he's old as fuck.
He's 70, yeah.
He's old as fuck.
But so the early reviews for that are pretty good, pretty positive. Hopefully, and apparently there's a lot of surprises and stuff, so hopefully the bad marketing is just bad marketing, and it is a good film.
Yeah, that's what I hope it is.
Yeah.
I have also, just earlier, I was reading reviews about How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Oh, yes.
That's something that I'm so looking forward to, because I just want it to be good.
Yeah.
I want it to be so good.
Yeah.
From the look of it, it's alright.
It's just alright. Yeah.
Hiccup.
Well, I kind of heard that kind of stuff about Lego Movie 2 and really, really enjoyed it, so you never know. Really.
I think Lego Movie 2 is just probably just phenomenal sequel.
It depends on where your
expectations are. It depends on how much you like
I
the
remember
songs.
when I got forced to go see Pixels for a friend's birthday. I went in with expectations so low, I actually quite enjoyed it. I never want to watch it again, and it's not a good film, don't get me wrong, but my expectations for that film were so astronomically low that I actually thought it was alright. Then I thought about it, and it's not, but that's not the point.
The Sounds of Dream Dragon 3, it's gone... One description that I've really liked and kind of wanted to see since the little teaser shot of it was Hiccup has gone less whatever the hell that's his name, Baruchel? He's gone less his voice actor and more John
Krasinski.
John Krasinski
from A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. He's gone more that way, and I couldn't be happier. More Gerard Butler, who was his dad, and TJ.
Yeah, because he's growing a bit. Have you seen the meme where it's like Hiccup and Captain America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, beard.
I was surprised by... There was a trailer for that in front of Fantastic Beasts, I think, where he didn't... For most of the trailer, he was clean-shaven. And I was like, isn't he supposed to have a beard in this one?
I didn't see much about him having a beard through the film. What I have a feeling is after they've had their shenanigans with the Hidden World and that, he's gone full big macho beard man. Which I don't know, I'm not sure if I like that or not, because I think he's just going to lean into the badass effect. But apparently the foe of Grimmel is meh.
Yeet!
Meh. I'll probably go and watch it at some point because I love How to Train Your Dragon. The score, by the way, every time the score is mentioned in any review, it's just, yeah, John Powell, you fucking smashed it.
Yeah.
Because, have you not seen his work in the past two films?
I've not actually seen anything about the music in Captain Marvel from the reviews I saw, but...
It's probably just generic Marvel music.
Yeah. Although...
Which is, generally, as a quality mark, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's never stand out.
No, I quite like this Spider-Man Homecoming theme. I like Killmonger's theme, and I like Vulture's theme, because Vulture's theme is like the Avengers theme, but in like a minor key, and it's like a dark version of it. It's the same tune though, the same beat, so it's da, 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 and then Vulture's is da, 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 da. It's like an evil version of the Avengers theme. And once you notice it, it's really good.
Well, that's what... They've kind of, with some of the films, they've leaned more into, okay, let's make this sound great.
There's
Especially Black Panther is a beautiful example of that. I will say that.
I watched a video, it was fairly recently, it was like a... So they'd taken the helicarrier scene from the Avengers when mind-controlled Hawkeye attacks it.
Yeah.
And it was the video was called something like, what if the Avengers, the MCU used the individual heroes' themes? So instead of just the music that was in that scene, they used the Incredible Hulk theme, Iron Man 3 theme, Thor the Dark World theme, Loki's theme from Thor the Dark World, the Captain America First Avenger theme, I think.
I'll have to search that because I'm a massive film music nut.
And they also slipped in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I mean,
music.
that would make more sense.
But I really do think that the MCU films, if they had more, they've kind of got it now with the musical consistency. So like the Avengers films have got it with the theme. They can play that theme in the trailers and it gets you hyped because you recognise the theme. And the Guardians of the Galaxy, their theme came back in Guardians Volume 2. Ant-Man, his theme returned. I mean, the main theme for that film was the Wasp's theme. It ain't over till the Wasp Lady stings, I think it's called. But Ant-Man's theme from the first film does come back.
I like that they've more heavily leaned into themes now.
So I don't know whether or not I'm not sure if it is Michael Giacchino who's scoring Far From Home because he did Homecoming, but I hope they bring back the Homecoming theme.
Homecoming had some great music. I mean, I think we can best music part from Homecoming. What is it? Go on.
Best music part.
Yeah, best bit of the score from that.
You mean apart from the reworked orchestral Spider-Man 60s
There we
theme?
go.
Apart from that, you can't say that.
No, that is the best one. Because it's done so bloody well.
Yeah.
I love it.
But like, I always, whenever I think about that scene in Iron Man 2, where he puts the Mark V armour on, the suitcase armour.
Yeah. The armour that I hate.
Yeah. whenever I remember that, I remember it with the music that plays when he's first putting on the Mach 3. The
You mean when he kind of like steps in the big armor and then just goes
yeah,
and then flies off to Afghanistan.
Yeah. I always remember it with that. That's not the thing that it is. Iron Man 2's got the most generic theme out of all of them.
But that Iron Man music from the first one, that is the Iron Man. Whenever you see Iron Man suiting up, that's what plays in your head.
Yeah. And I think if they'd actually just kept the composer, I think it's Ramin Djawadi. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to butcher his name, but I will. It's like Ramin Djawadi or whatever. So he scored the first Iron Man, and why they didn't get him back for Iron Man 2, I do not know. But they should have done, and they should have at least reused the main Iron Man theme. I think it's called "Driving with the Top Down." It might be that one, but. It's Iron Man's main theme, and because even the Avengers theme. So he scored the first. I think it was Alan Silvestri. Yeah, Alan Silvestri did Captain America: The First Avenger.
Did Forrest Gump.
And
I think
he did the Avengers. Alan Silvestri did Avengers, but then Avengers: Age of Ultron was Danny Elfman, but he kept the Avengers theme. He reworked it.
He reworked a bit of it.
So it's a bit more epic.
He did it a bit. He changed it a bit for Ultron maybe. Because I think...
But it's still there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did really good work with the Avengers theme and then Ultron doing it. Because I think maybe the title card or something, or at least in some point of the film, it goes through the Avengers theme and instead of stepping up, it just steps down. In terms of note and tone. And then I remember listening to it and just going, ooh.
I'm not sure if that's the title, because the title card is more foreboding on that one. Because the original title card in the Avengers is when Coulson he asks, "What do we do?" And then it comes in with the because it's an answer cut.
Yes, it is an answer cut. I am aware of those kind of things. And the
music comes in and it's great. And then I think Silvestri came back for Infinity War. Which in and of itself, as well as just the Avengers theme again, has its own really powerful, memorable. Not that I mean, I'm trying to remember them now and I can't, but they are quite memorable. The bit when Gamora gets thrown off a cliff, the end bit. So that one's Forge is the Avengers theme one. I think it's I Feel You. That's the sad one. I Feel You. And then there's Porch, which is at the end, which is I don't remember any of them now, but
basically the films that lean into music.
I think the best piece of music in Black Panther is Killmonger's theme though, because it's the African music. But it's mixed with modern techno and dubstep.
And especially that's paired with perhaps one of the greatest shots in the film, the throne being turned upside down. And what other things do we have to talk about before we go on a giant music rant again?
Okay, we'll come back to that, I suppose.
Because my God, music and film. So good.
I guess that's what we're talking about today. Oh yeah, we need to. Aquaman makes more money. Oh yeah.
Cancel.
So the Netflix MCU is officially finished. This week it was Daredevil and Jessica Jones were taken in one swift maneuver. The third and final season of Jessica Jones will be airing spring or summertime, I think, one of the two. As kind of a farewell to the Netflix MCU. I was both surprised and not surprised.
It was gonna happen.
Not surprised that they both got cancelled, but I was surprised that they both got cancelled together. I thought they were gonna wait. I was expecting Punisher to be cancelled anytime soon, but I thought they would wait till after Jessica Jones season 3 to cancel it. But I think in a way, it's kind of the fact that they've just cancelled them and gone, yeah, we're done. This is going to be the last one, and that's the final. I think it just provides a bit of clarity.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think the fact that people reacted to this and were surprised, I was like, they cancelled Daredevil. You think they're going to keep Punisher? You really think they're going to keep Punisher? No. Okay, you're wrong, but okay.
It was going to happen. People didn't want it to. No, it has happened, and Eminem's got angry.
Yeah, Eminem tweeted, which was today.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Dear at Netflix.
But,
what are you doing?
I still need to watch Daredevil Season 3 and Punisher Season 2 and Titans and...
Iron Fist or whatever.
No, I watched Iron Fist. I finished Iron Fist Season 2. So Jeff Loeb, who's head of Marvel TV, issued a statement and was basically thanking fans for all that. And then the last thing he put was like, as Matt Murdock's dad once said, and the quote is something like, the measure of a man is not by how he gets knocked down, but how he gets back up, or something like that. And it's basically like, are you suggesting that they're coming back somewhere? Because there was also this thing, I don't know if this was before or after we recorded last week, Hulu announced they're doing animated shows for Marvel characters. They're going to be more kind of adult, I think. They'll group together to be the Offenders. But they're 4 animated shows based on Marvel properties. So you've got one which is Howard the Duck, who's a duck. MODOK, who's a giant head. Hit Monkey, who is like Agent 47, but a monkey.
Okay.
And
he better kill everyone with 2 symbols. He better do it. No. Maybe like kind of do some mad spinning shit with 2 symbols.
Throw some like.
Come on, you know you want to. It's animated and everything. There's got to be at least one point where he picks up 2 symbols, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna flip.
And then Dazzler and Tigra. That's it. Dazzler and Tigra, who's Marvel's version of Cheetah, basically. And they're all going to come together for the Offenders. So, like, Marvel TV is doing pretty well in the current state. It used to be where it was like...
kind of
Marvel have the movies, but DC has TV with the Arrowverse. And the Arrowverse shows all got renewed for another season. So we're getting Arrow season 8, I think it is. And then Flash season 6. And it's like, okay, but the Arrowverse shows... I mean, I'm still interested in them, although I'm quite a bit behind.
Want to know how far behind I am? Never even watched it.
Nah, they are good, but Arthur Darville's in Legends of Tomorrow, so it's not all bad.
Never watched an episode.
But they get kind of the same, and they're getting a bit stale, I feel. Not that I really, but like, I don't see much. I mean, I know they're introducing Batwoman and stuff, but and Gotham, which had trouble at first, but it's found an audience now. It's got its fan base. It's currently on its 5th season, or it's going. Its 5th season is in its early couple of episodes, I think, at the moment, and that's the final season, and then it's ending. And they've got Titans, which has done surprisingly well. Doom Patrol came out on DC Universe, the app, this past week.
What's that?
That's the one with Robot Man, Invisible Man, Elastigirl, Elasti-Woman.
Elastigirl. Fuck is that?
What's the other? Oh, Jesus.
What are her powers?
There's another Elasti-Woman. Mm-hmm. She's elastic.
She's basically Elastigirl.
Yeah, I think she was Elastigirl, but now she's Elasti-Woman because of The Incredibles, I think. And then there's another female in there, and I don't remember who she is at all.
Another woman.
what she does. And then there's Cyborg.
Because why not?
Cyborg is actually my favourite comic character. He's my favourite superhero from comics. I don't really know why. And this version of Cyborg, I don't like the look of at all. Even though he's played by Jovian Wade, who was Rigsy in Doctor Who. I think I've mentioned that to you before. I feel like I have.
More than likely.
But that's come on DC Universe. So it used to be a couple of years ago. Marvel are doing really well in the films, but DC have got TV covered.
Yeah.
But now it's not because
now it's Marvel kind of dominating.
Because after, it was like that, and then Marvel Netflix first came out and just dominated.
Wiped the floor.
Daredevil, then Jessica Jones, then Daredevil season 2. There was a time when it was the peak of superhero TV, and there was nothing. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had problems at first, but that's got its own following, and it's coming up to its 6th season. Is going to be coming out now. It's been renewed for 6th and 7th season.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D's done really well. I think it really started picking up an audience again when they put Ghost Rider in it.
Well,
because I heard very, very good things.
Well, so Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1 it's alright, it's patchy.
I watched season 1.
And it's got problems, but season 2 is pretty good. And then, I think season 2 really sorted out the people who were watching it from the people who weren't.
Yeah.
And then, season 3, and especially season 4, which is when Ghost Rider came in onwards, it's just found an audience, and it's been, from what I've heard, it's been, the most consistent.
Gone from strength to strength.
Yeah, it's just gone from strength to strength. Then, you've got Runaways, Cloak and Dagger, season 2, the trailer for that dropped this week.
They did a Cloak and Dagger thingy?
Yeah, on Hulu. Cloak and Dagger, that's had a season of its own. It's getting another one. Did I just mention Runaways?
You briefly mentioned Runaways.
I think, yeah, Runaways on Freeform, I think, and that's had 2 seasons of itself now. Admittedly, there was Inhumans, but we don't talk about that.
Oh, God, no.
And then,
I'd completely forgotten that existed.
Now they're coming with these animated shows, so it's not a case of Marvel's got films and DC's got TV. Now it's a case of Marvel's got everything and DC's just a mess. But not that there has to be a Marvel DC divide. You can like both. It's not a crime. But
if you like the DC film universe as it is right now, you are wrong.
Yeah.
There are 2 films that good.
1.5.
Okay, fine. One that's good, one that's so fucking funny.
Nah.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's good.
Yeah, and Aquaman's funny.
Wonder Woman is 2/3 good. Man of Steel, I seem to remember being okay, but it's very forgettable. I've got the 3-hour version of Batman v Superman. I've never watched it.
Why did you get the 3-hour version?
Listen, I've got the extended cut of Suicide Squad.
Oh no!
Because I got
those. You mean just
It does not change anything.
The what is it? 2 and a bit hour long trailer.
Because I got those before I started actually being critical and logical in my film analysis.
Oh, good God. Thank God it wasn't when you actually started thinking about films properly.
Yeah, it was just before that, and then by the time I got around to rewatching Suicide Squad, I actually liked good films.
Speaking of films and other things like that, you said a quote, I think it was you were talking about Daredevil, and it's not how you go down, it's how you get back up.
Yeah, I mentioned that 5 minutes ago.
That reminded me of a quote from a film called The Adjustment Bureau.
Never heard of it.
It's got Mr. Matthew Damon in it, I think.
Oh.
Right, and it's basically weird. Right, it's got a whole kind of plot to it something that's very reminiscent of God interfering with the affairs of mortals. It's weird. It's odd. You'd maybe like it.
Okay.
Maybe. Also, the Warwick trilogy. That's
Oh, for God's sake.
watch it!
Never fucking heard of it.
Yeah, just watch it though. It's good.
Oh yeah, Marvel TV's also got Legion. That's that's having a third season. I think that's the end of it. But Professor X is going to be in it. So
Do you know that in the comics or whatever, Legion hates being called Legion?
Oh.
He hates it.
Oh.
Because he prefers to be referred to as a person.
Oh.
Not as his giant collection. He flips his shit.
Oh.
Oh. Is there anything else on the magical, mystical list?
There's a thing about this lost Doctor Who episode that's been remade at UCLan, the University of Central Lancashire. Have basically remade the Lost 964, I believe, serial Mission to the Unknown, which is the only one-part story of classic Doctor Who, and it's the only story where none of the main cast appear. I think it was basically just to give William Hartnell a week off. And it's about the Daleks, and it's about people trying to get a message to people about the Daleks, and the Daleks kill everyone, I believe. And it is completely lost. I think there are some audio bits that have been recovered, but the rest of it is just gone, and it's unlikely to ever be found again. There is some stuff that could still be out there.
Do you want to know what that sounds like? That sounds like what George Lucas hoped to achieve with the holiday special.
Yeah, where he destroyed them all.
But people have seen it.
Yeah, he's not.
Not very good at that.
Not
very good at all.
But so these students have basically remade it with trying to be as accurate to the 1960s in terms of like the equipment and like the set building and the camera movement and the staging and stuff of it and the costumes, and they've tried to be as faithful to the original as possible. And
good on you,
yeah,
well done.
Makes you proud to be living in Preston, doesn't it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Love it.
that's that.
Is that?
I suppose.
I can't think of it.
I can't.
We've recorded this one much later in the day than we normally do.
Yeah.
I mean, what is this? 8:30 now.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. Also, we've done a thing where we've paused it mid-recording, which is necessary. But also you lose your train of thought because it's not like scripted or anything.
Oh God, I think it's been established it's not scripted.
Yeah, well.
No,
we're just very good actors, Paul. What are you
we're incredibly good actors.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
Talented scriptwriter, obviously.
Which was?
She's going to be the talented scriptwriter.
What? Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Johnny's.
Bearing in mind that I didn't know what an adjective was, but
the scriptwriter then. Yeah,
I don't even know. I should put that in the script to throw him off the scent. Yeah, that was.
So who's actually the scriptwriter then?
I didn't know he had one.
Do we know? Or did they just magically appear?
Oh, maybe it's the dog.
Immersion.
I got nothing.
I
got nothing.
Oh God.
So, so a lot of streaming service news this week, basically.
Yeah, I mean...
film reviews. Oh, we're going to talk about film music,
We were going to talk about film music, but then we just haven't.
Do you want to talk about film music?
Well, not anymore. I kind of lost that train of thought.
Oh, well. Turns out we won't get back to talking about film music.
Maybe we'll do it on a different day.
Yeah, maybe we will, but...
To be honest with you, I reckon I could do it. I've just... Film music. Can we, now, go off on one about the Lego Movie songs?
Yeah. Listen, you've had a week.
You've had a week and you haven't
not
watched it. What are you doing?
We don't mean the movie, we mean our podcast.
Shameless plug.
Follow us at the... I'm not. Let's
At
not.
_master_cast on Twitter.
And MasterCast official on Instagram.
And yeah. We're so good at this
We're
now.
so good.
So good.
We're so good. Do you remember when you could remember the Twitter handle?
Yep.
Oh, back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days of what, a couple of weeks ago?
Couple months.
A couple of months ago, sorry.
We're on episode 13 now.
Are we?
I've lost, yeah.
Jeez.
I've lost
Christ.
count, man. I mean, I've not, because I do all the uploading, so I know exactly what the numbers are.
Anywho, songs in the Lego Movie 2. I've got Gotham City Guys saved on my phone.
Have you?
I do.
My favourite one has actually turned out to be Not Evil, which so last weekend I spent basically the entire weekend on a train.
Lovely.
Yeah, no, it was good. I watched the Lego Batman movie on my train back from London because I could, and it was pretty good. Maybe because I'd basically seen like 80-90% of it on like YouTube and stuff,
On
and little clips and stuff. It wasn't. I don't think it was like as funny as
I made it out to be.
Because I think I would have, if I'd gone into it blind, I would have really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But because I knew most of it, I'm still glad I saw it. But
it's great.
But yeah, no, it is pretty. But it was just like it went from set piece to set piece to set piece, and I was like, oh, I think I just assumed that there was bits in between all the major set pieces, and there weren't. And I was like, oh, okay.
I mean,
not that there weren't bits, but I thought there was like longer periods of time before.
Good film. And the Lego Movie 2 music, I do have Gotham City Guys.
Last week I said that my least favourite song was Not Evil.
And now it's your favourite.
And now it's my favourite.
Not Evil is kind of... It's number 2 for me, actually, Not Evil. Okay. What do you think of Everything's Not Awesome?
I think Everything's Not Awesome is pretty good. The first bit especially, I think, is pretty good. I think from me, like Gotham City Guys, I still think it's a good song, and I like the fact that when Batman's bit comes in, it's like a dubstep version of the '89 Batman theme that drops.
I love it.
I just think Batman's rap bit is a little bit too short. If it was a bit longer, and also it does this weird thing of like. His line, we work for our powers because we're self-made men. We don't just get them from the sun like an entitled alien.
Yeah.
That's 2 bars. There should be another 2 bars and there aren't.
They kind of drop into some musical beat and then build up and then I just...
Yeah, but I was like, but there should be 2 more bars of lines and there aren't, and it sounds weird.
But my God, whenever I want to be sings in Gotham City Guys, it's just... Whew, that's such a good song.
She's actually a pretty good singer, Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, because especially when Batman just interjects with, "God, come on, give me a chance."
One day, more singing, right on time.
It's so... One thing I'm really, really annoyed about is it just doesn't include the little snippet afterwards where he just goes, "What are you marrying?" But, like...
I've seen... I watched... It actually changes. So, like, on YouTube, the official, like, audio version of it, before he starts his rap, he goes, so, you're not into me, whatever, but listen up. But in the actual film, because I've seen someone had videoed the film, and I was watching that on YouTube, like, the actual film version, that line is different. The line is, so, you're into Superman, whatever, listen up.
Yeah.
And it's different.
Yeah, but...
And it's like, there's some... So it's like... And with the Everything's Not Awesome, in the film, they say that and they add in lines in between each line of song.
Yeah.
But then they remove them in the actual audio version, except not all of them. So, like, Metalbeard's line, my spirits be at the bottom of the sea. And Batman's line, bro, you should check out Elliott Smith. They're still in the audio version, but the rest of them aren't.
But is Richard Ayoade's one still in there?
Yes, another thing you can use to fill emotional voids with.
I love it so much.
I love the fact no building is everything's like everything's not awesome because they're all American, and he's there like everything's not awesome.
I didn't know it was Noel Fielding. I thought it'd be like Eddie Bloody Redmayne or something because it.
Eddie Redmayne?
No, didn't the kind of vampire guy look like him?
No,
I thought it kind of looked like him.
No, it didn't.
I thought it did.
Nothing that looked more like Noel Fielding.
I didn't think. Whatever, it's a good film. It's such a good film.
Unbelievable, super cool, outrageous, and amazing. Phenomenal, fantastic, so incredible. Woohoo! That's the credits one, isn't it? I got that one stuck in my head as well.
What's that called in the soundtrack?
Super cool.
Super cool, is it?
Yeah, and then there's Come Together Now, which is the actual credits one.
Yeah.
Which is like a... something like that.
Super cool. Oh,
Unbelievable, super cool, outrageous, and amazing. Although it doesn't have all the verses, because it doesn't have the line about the actors working 4 hours a day or something.
yeah.
Because I found that one quite funny.
Is that? I mean, we sat through basically.
Yeah, of course we did.
Most of the credits and just.
I wasn't even that like I was expecting a post-credit scene. I just wanted to sit through them.
Because in the last one the credits were great.
They were legit stop motion.
Yeah, they were proper stop motion.
I don't know if the turntable thing they've got was real for this one.
No, it wasn't. Too much on it.
It looked like it was animation,
But it was like kind of like a movie 2 animation.
Yeah.
Or like a movie
Yeah.
animation, which is basically it's pretty much stop motion.
Yeah, it's made to look like stop motion.
Which I think in itself is
Come together now. Did you see that thing? My sister's boyfriend said this to me. So Disney Pixar put out a tweet where it was like a quote, and the quote was like in Disney's Incredibles 2 is both super and subversive, and it was a quote from like a film review or whatever, and then they put just like the fact that it was nominated for Best Animated Feature, and then all the replies were pretty much like 90% of the replies were the exact same GIF from Spider-Verse when it's Spider-Man and he's first getting the spider sense from Miles and his eyes are twitching about, and they, like literally comment after comment was just that GIF, and it was glorious to see. It was just like over and over and over and over again, and it was like safe and not, our family film that doesn't push any boundaries and doesn't try anything out with its animation, and it's got a predictable villain twist. It deserves Best Animated. No, it doesn't. No.
Stop that.
It's not progressive in its animation style.
No.
It's not progressive in its characters.
No.
Like Spider-Verse has a African American Hispanic. There are scenes where they speak Spanish and it's not subtitled, which was a deliberate move because they wanted it to be just part of his everyday life, and so like
it's so good.
Piss off.
It's so good.
You're wrong.
Spider-Verse up here, way up here. Incredibles 2 there.
I mean,
Incredibles 1 there.
I mean, you can't see his, but that I can assure you, I'll probably.
What? We'll do what?
Yeah, well, I'll probably put out something on the social media before this goes up. So I'll take a picture of you doing it and come here.
What? You mean take a photo of me just standing up, just going Spider-Verse there?
Yeah.
Incredibles 2 there.
Yeah. That'll be fine. That'll be good.
That'll be fine. Be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be great.
It'll be fine.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
Now like 8:45.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh gee. I don't
think there's much more.
I think we've just about pushed it to an hour. I can't can't tell because the time.
Can't tell.
But that's so. I mean, so I'm gonna have to edit this one
More than you normally
more
have
than
to.
well, in the fact that I don't edit them at all.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just whack it up.
I do. And the last time I did that, the audio only version was a complete bloody nightmare. I think it was because it was 2.25 hours and it was just too big. So hopefully this one shouldn't have the same problem.
Yeah.
But if it does keep saying Avius Media Demo every 10 seconds like it did last time, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't.
We can't do much about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try. I don't think this one will be going up in the morning though. I think this one will be going up at a more reasonable time. We'll see. I want to know
the best time to.
Yeah, I want to know some feedback from people about like times and. Is that reverse Tetris?
Sorry. Yeah, feedback from people about time
about
to put it up.
Yeah,
time to put it up.
When is the best time? Do you think for looking because like there was the reviews for last week's were
low,
bad,
very bad. Because
also
didn't help that I didn't announce anything.
Well, yeah, you didn't.
I did not get on.
But that's
the way it is.
That's the way it is. I think now we really properly, for me, that was kind of a kick in the face in terms of like you need to find ways of getting it out there more.
Yeah.
And not just asking, because I know if it was a podcast that I was listening to and they just kept like saying every week, share it and all your thing, like I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
So just to expect people to do that is kind of naive and
it's just finding pretty much the right step up.
Yeah, trying to find a way to get it more. But so if you've got any suggestions or any feedback or whatever, please let us know. I mean, I'm not. If we don't get anything, it's whatever. But
yeah,
it's always appreciated. And if
we'd like to carry on doing this because it's fun.
Yeah.
It is actually really.
It is. Yeah, no, it's highlight of the week.
It is talking about things that we like.
Yeah, it's just a time to chill out, isn't it? And,
yeah.
So, on that note,
on
very
that bombshell,
begging there, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I'll get. So yeah, no, we definitely pushed it over an hour. We're just so good at it. We're just so good. Apart from the fact that I will oftentimes look at how long it's getting and just deliberately like pan it.
Do you?
Well, no, I look at the times and I'll be like, oh, we're not close to an hour yet.
Paul talking.
I just like it being an hour in length. I just do. So I think we're gonna call it a day there, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.